Anybody who says that his mother will not sleep, definitely him to not go sleep. And INEC is working only with Abure, not with anybody. So anybody who is claiming to be the chairman of this party is doing it out of selfish, out of greediness.
That's
for
right.
the so-called merger that they are not even serious about it.
That's
but
right.
people who are serious for merger are already working on their own, looking for the genuine leadership of the party.
Yes.
So Abure remained the genuine
chairman.
national chairman of the party, and by God's grace, everybody will see a time where Abure will produce a president of Labour Party in this country, Nigeria.
You turn one side, you hear Julius Abure has been sacked by the Supreme Court. You turn this side, Julius Abure is still the national chairman of the Labour Party. You turn this way, confusion. You turn this way, confusion. So which one do we believe?
Okay, what the court said today is nothing unusual. Because the real issue here is that when they went to, Julius Abure and his group went to the Federal High Court, they went and made a claim that they were entitled to be the leaders of the party. Then that judgment was set aside by the Court of Appeal. But in so doing, the Court of Appeal went ahead and declared Abure the national chairman. So when we came to the Supreme Court looked at the cases and said that no, that since the two lower courts have found that the substantive dispute was the issue of leadership of a political party, that they had no jurisdiction to pronounce Abure as national chairman of the party, and that their judgments were not out of jurisdiction, and they set aside the judgments. And also the Supreme Court went ahead to make the point that political parties, on the need for political parties to be well guided by their constitution and guidelines, especially on the issue of tenure of officers, and that Julius Abure's tenure, he has outlived his tenure. So that is the purpose of the judgment, and that the issue of who determines leadership of a political party is entirely within the domestic realm of a political party, and not for the two lower courts to look at. So that is essentially what the Supreme Court did today.
So by implication now?
By necessary implication, Julius Abure, from my understanding of the judgment, ceases to be the national chairman of the party, having outlived his tenure under the party's constitution. And the party, it was also before the court that the party had established and appointed a caretaker committee in its place, so that the two lower courts had no business whatsoever going into the case filed before the two lower courts.
What's your name?
So my name is Barrister Chinedu Eze. Thank you very much.
Hello Nigerians, my name is Dr. Barry Avotu Johnson I. I am the National Deputy Youth Leader, South of Labour Party. And with me here is
Honorable Abdurrahim Imam Chindo, Sokoto State Chairman of the Labour Party.
So practically, we are trying to tell the Nigerian people, the media must stop carrying fake news, because the Supreme Court today did not remove Barrister Julius Abure. The Supreme Court only affirmed his position that no competent court of jurisdiction in Nigeria has the authority to delve in issues of political party hierarchy and elections. Therefore, Barrister Julius Abure remains the authentic national chairman of the Labour Party. Whether you like it or not, you call yourself Alex Oti, Governor of Abia State, or Peter Obi, or Nenadi Usman. Listen, the people of Labour Party, the members of Labour Party have decided to use Julius Abure as their elected national chairman, and so be it.
Well, Barry, you have said it all.
Yes.
But all I want to say here is, let me be clear to everybody. We are talking of the party, and this party is genuine, and it has leadership. These are people who are hijackers. They come into this party just to hijack the leadership of this party. They are greedy people. And what I want us to know, we have seen the judgment from the High Court to the Appeal Court, and the same thing now in the Supreme Court. But they are busy putting around fake news, saying that this is what is happening, this is what is happening. This is the last time they will release their fake news. So all what we know is that Barrister Julius Abure remained the national chairman of this party. Nothing more, nothing less. We know what they are after. They are after how they can hijack the party. These people are not even members of this party. This Nenadi that people are even talking about, she's not even a member of Labour Party. We don't even know her. She's still a member of the PDP. But people like the Alex Oti, Peter Obi, yes, Alex Oti being an elected governor, being a serving governor, he happens to be a member of the neck of the party. He's just a member of the NEC, just as applied to all other members of the NEC.
And his vote is one.
And his vote is one. So there is no way you just converge in your room, drink up a tea, become satisfied and say that you are removing a leadership, putting another one. That is wrong. We have respect for them, but please, we should hold this our party. Let us remain calm. Abure remain the chairman of this party, and nothing will happen. And today we are happy. We are celebrating, we are jubilating, because the Supreme Court has struck out the case. Once the Supreme Court strike out the case, it means that does not exist. So the case is over. That is what we say now. So quoting Allah Isa. The quoting Allah Isa has spoken. So what remains now is for we, the winner of the case, to say Allah Isa to those that gave us headache.
You know?
Yes, that gave us sleepless nights. Because anybody who says that his mother will not sleep, definitely him to not go sleep. So no problem.
Chindo, I think what we need to keep drumming in the minds of the Nigerian people and Labour Party members is that whether anybody likes it or not, Barrister Julius Abure remains the national chairman of the Labour Party.
Yes, that's
the court has ruled and is final.
And we have done our convention on the 27th of March 2024 in Inewi, Anambra State. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes.
Abure remains the chairman of this party. Political party affair belongs to that political party.
That's
we have seen so many judicial precedences that shows they don't have any jurisdiction in determining this our case.
That's right.
So the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure remain genuine. It remains strong, and INEC is working only with Abure, not with anybody. So anybody who is claiming to be the chairman of this party is doing it out of selfish, out of greediness, for the so-called merger, that they are not even serious about it. But people who are serious for merger are already working on their own, looking for the genuine leadership of the party. So Abure remained the genuine national chairman of the party, and by God's grace, everybody will see a time where Abure will produce a president of Labour Party in this country, Nigeria, whether you like it or not. And God will continue to give us good health. God will continue to help Abure, to protect him from all our enemies. So I don't think we can even continue to waste our time
let's just leave it.
Because if we are engaging them, we are even giving them cheaper advertisement.
Yes, I think what the Nigerian media is supposed to do is to wait for the CTC of.
That is it.
So that you can. You won't just continue to carry fake news.
Let me even tell you something. When the appeal court decided the case, they said they need to see the CTC, and the CTC was out. But these people, they never relented. They continue to get around this fake news. So they are wasting their time. So we shouldn't bother ourselves. Abure remain the chairman of this party.
Whether they like it or not.
Whether they like it or not.
Yes.
So if you are not happy, you can get a bottle of a coke.
Enter it.
And close yourself inside. And bust it. That's all. Nothing more.
Thank you, Labour Party. Thank you, Nigeria.
One. God bless Abure. That's all.
Gentlemen of the press, you are welcome to this press conference by the Labour Party. We are grateful that you have come here. This address is about what transpired in the Supreme Court today. First of all, we want to thank our Supreme Court. They have always been there, standing as the bastion of hope and entrenching democracy in Nigeria, and we are happy about what they have done. What they have done simply today is to say that every member of a political party must respect the decision of the party. Every member must respect the party supremacy, that decisions about leadership are decisions that are purely the internal affairs of a political party. And once a party has taken a decision, everybody should respect that decision. When we went to the Federal High Court, we only went to the Federal High Court against INEC to say that INEC should continue to accord the Labour Party every privilege that a political party should enjoy as a registered political party in Nigeria. But a group calling themselves the caretaker committee said they wanted to join and began to canvass issues of the leadership of the party. The Supreme Court today has said that there is no place for that in our democracy, that everybody should respect party supremacy. Once the party has taken a decision, everybody should respect that. So the Supreme Court now said, because of the mischief of the caretaker committee in introducing leadership matters into that suit is struck at that court needed not to have made statements concerning the leadership of the political party. The court also went ahead and said that the Court of Appeal, having said that it did not have jurisdiction to address the matter because there are matters pertaining to the internal affairs of political party, that Court of Appeal should have stopped at that and shouldn't have gone ahead to pronounce on leadership. I want to make it very clear that the Court of Appeal judgment in Labour Party versus Ebishene and two others, decided on 13th November 2024, is still standing, is subsisting, and it is still binding. That judgment has not been appealed against. That judgment said that the leadership of the party rests on the National Executive Committee led by Barrister Julius Abure. That judgment is still there. The Supreme Court today did not set aside that judgment. What the Supreme Court said was that the Court of Appeal, in the appeal filed by Nenadi, shouldn't have made any reference to anything concerning leadership. They should have just kept quiet. Since that court said it did not have jurisdiction, it should have not gone any further. But what we are saying is that what this means is that the leadership of this party is as it is and as it was before the filing of the suit at the trial court. And what is that position? The position is that this party has made a decision. Upon the expiration of the tenure, or even before that expiration of the tenure that commenced in 2019, the party organized a national convention where a new National Executive Committee of the party was elected. And that decision of the party, the Supreme Court has said today that that decision must be respected by every member of the party. That coming to court to argue about leadership should stop. That parties should learn to operate within the confines of their constitution, of the electoral act, and the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we are happy for this program they have made. They have reaffirmed the supremacy of the party in decision making. That nobody should come to court and say, I'm supposed to be the leader, I am the leader, I'm caretaker or not. What this woman has said today is to put an end to all those shenanigans by anybody saying that he could impose his will on the party. Today, Labour Party is standing tall with the National Executive Committee elected on March 27, 2024. And we stand on that. And there is a judgment of the Court of Appeal that is still standing. There has been some misinformation, some fallacy about that judgment. That judgment was not before the Supreme Court. That judgment was not pronounced upon. The only thing that the Supreme Court said that the Court of Appeal should have kept quiet and not made reference to it. But that judgment is still there. It is valid. It is subsisting. It has not been appealed against, and we stand on it.
So which one do we
stand
believe?
on it?